Hello everyone, welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez, spiritual intuitive and oracle, here with my weekly Moonday Oracle guidance message. So what is Moonday for anybody who is new to my page and my readings? It is basically the day of the week known as, we refer to it as Monday, but the ancient name for this day of the week is actually Moonday. And that's because every day of the week actually does have a planetary association or an astrological association. And so the moon is actually the day of the week that is connected with the day Monday. So that makes for the day where, if you know anything about the energy of the moon, it is very much about connecting with our intuition. It's very much about connecting with the divine feminine energy within, either male or female, does not matter. We all have divine feminine and divine masculine energy. So it's a day for connecting with our higher selves, our divinity, intuition, using divination. So it's a perfect day for discerning guidance or higher guidance for our highest good for the week. So it's a message that I use my intuitive abilities as well as oracle cards to literally call in a message of higher guidance for all of us as a collective. So that means this message is going to be a little bit more general, not specific, individualized, because there are so many of us that view the message comes forward in a more generalized way so that it still resonates with each and every single person that finds themselves watching. As I do believe in divine synchronicity and divine timing, there is no such thing as coincidence. If you found yourself here watching either live or on the replay, even if the replay is months later, there's still a good reason for that, and you find something usually here that resonates with you at the time of viewing. So while we all have our own individual journeys and paths, this message still comes forward for all of us as one, because essentially we still are all one consciousness. Okay, so that's what I refer to as the collective, all of us. All right, so I see a lot of you popping in. Hi, Bridget and Cynthia. Welcome. Heather, MJ, welcome. Fred, welcome. Thanks for being here, everybody. So I'm going to try to keep today short and sweet because I literally almost did not make it, but I did not want to postpone Moonday again. And again, so for those of you who are new, I always do these on Mondays as often as possible. If not, I do try to reschedule them. But I do have somewhere to be shortly, so I didn't want to miss it. So I'm going to leave out the mudra part for today. I will still take a picture and pull the mudra later tonight or tomorrow and still post a picture of the mudra that we can work with, because the mudras are so beneficial. And they just go hand in hand with the oracle message that comes in. So it's like a way of taking the power of the message into our own hands and actually doing something that will assist us in working with that message that came through versus just hearing a message and trying to figure out, how do I do that? So again, this message that comes forward today, it's just going to assist us basically with having an understanding or bringing awareness to what might be going on energetically this week for all of us to be able to kind of go with the flow of the energy versus trying to swim against the current, which does tend to cause a little bit of chaos in our lives. So it's kind of a heads up just to help us out. All right. So I know MJ, I love them too. I'm going to try to post a picture of them so we still have them. If not tonight, then I will do that tomorrow at some point. Okay. But thank you. I'm glad you guys do enjoy that. Hi, Melissa. Welcome. So I don't have a lot of announcements right now. I have just really quickly two. I'm just going to encourage you to check out the events on Magical Me, as well as my other page with my business partners, Lindsay and Karen. My other page is Oracles of the Light, if you don't already know that. Check that page out. Give it a like if you choose. Our events are usually always posted there in advance, so you can still find them even if I don't do the announcements with that. But we did have the Witches Tea Party and Readings event this past Saturday, and it was a great success. Thank you to all who came out. Those of you who couldn't attend that wanted to, and it just was not divine timing, hopefully we'll be doing another one sometime. However, October 27th, the day before my birthday, we are hosting, and I say we, my partners Lindsay and Karen with me, we are hosting a Samhain event. It is an opportunity to really connect with the energy of Samhain, to honor our ancestors and our deceased loved ones, whether they be relatives or whether they be pets. So there's a lot of details to go over with that Samhain event because it's a really in-depth event. We are hosting a dumb supper, as what it was referred to to the ancient European and I believe Celtic people, to honor the ancestors. This was really about setting up a place for them, inviting them in to come and join you for supper. So we will be having an ancestral altar for pictures of loved ones to be placed on. We will be doing a guided meditation to call in those energies where everyone will have the opportunity to connect themselves with one of their past loved ones or pets. Also the dumb supper, and we will be doing some really fun, we'll be having some fun gifts, I should say. Lots of goodies up for grabs at that same time. So check out the event on our page, and it might be something that you're interested in. This is a local event, so you do have to be in person for this. I know it stinks with those of you that are watching from far away. We are trying to do a little bit more online in regards to classes and workshops, but the events are a little difficult to try to do that. Technical difficulties, it makes it a little difficult there. So that is coming October 27th. Because it is the night before my birthday, I'm taking the opportunity to celebrate with everybody who attends, to celebrate my birthday with them. So we'll be doing a birthday toast to the birthday girl, since I turn into a pumpkin at midnight. So it's gonna be fun. Come on out, have fun, dressing up, definitely costumes, must, but we are kind of keeping it into like the witchy wizards theme type costumes. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. Also, we are almost sold out already. We collaborated with Lori Moore, who is a really dear friend of mine. Also a renowned psychic medium local to the Lehigh Valley area in Pennsylvania and border of New Jersey here. So Lori Moore is teaming up with us, and she will be doing, we will be hosting her doing a medium style gallery readings, and every single person who attends will be guaranteed a reading, either with a pass on to ask questions in regards to medium reading or even a psychic reading. So those tickets, we do have limited availability because of the amount of people that Lori can read within the time. That is November 9th. So it's Friday, November 9th. The event's already posted. We have only a few tickets left. If you're interested, I urge you to not wait and get them now, because otherwise we do have to close it down, unfortunately, once we reach our ticket limit. Okay. So it's going to be a really good night. Lori's fantastic. Love her very much. And if you have never seen her before, definitely your chance to do so now. Okay. Hi, Linz. Hey, Trista. Welcome. And I think that's it right now for October. If I'm leaving anything out, Lindsay, you're here. If you think of anything that I left out, I just did Samhain and Lori Moore event. For now. We have some other stuff coming in November as well, but I'm not ready to announce that quite yet. I think that's it. Oh, if you haven't already seen on Magical Me, every day I'm doing a 31 days of October contest. It's not really a contest, it's more of a fun scavenger hunt. There's nothing to enter. Everybody is available, or off, I should say, is able to play every day. I post a picture every morning of a different Halloween themed item that you do have to go out and kind of take a photo of yourself. It cannot be one from the internet. I post the directions every single day with the picture, so that will be there. And it's an opportunity to just receive something free. That's really it. There's no catch, no gimmicks. It's just because I love October. Obviously, I'm an October baby. So it's a lot of fun, and seeing what everybody posts is so neat. The different things that people find, and just out in their shopping, or their daily errands, whatever they're doing, they come across the item of the day and they quick snap a picture and they share it. And so I choose at the end of the day the best photo and what kind of calls out to me, and that person receives whatever it is I'm giving away for that week. So it's either a 1-card oracle card reading message, sometimes it's a $5 off voucher. I'm doing $10 off vouchers. Also doing a whole reading giveaway, full reading giveaway. I'm actually going to give away one of my Samhain readings. So there's a lot kind of I'm throwing in there, and I don't really let you know what it is until you win. So it's fun. Just something to participate in. All right? Thank you, MJ. Yes, it is. It's been so much fun. I love that. And I love that people are saying they're just having fun. It doesn't even matter if they win. They're just having so much fun just doing it. And, seeing if they could find the items. I love that. It's just a way to have fun and get involved, right? Hi, Laura. Welcome, sweetheart. Okay, let me get into the reading. I don't want to hold this up much longer. So this reading is going to be for the week of October 15th, 2018. I can't believe we're just flying right on through. Now comes time for me to intuitively choose what deck I want to work with. And I haven't done that already. You think I would have? I think I am going to work with one of my newer decks, and it is Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animal Oracle. Haha. Hey, Lynette. Trista, did you catch that? That is my new birthday mug that I bought myself for the Witch's Tea event specifically, but it's pretty cool. It's a cauldron. See that? It's hard to see because my lighting is awful at this time of day, but it's got little wood-burning logs underneath there. So, thank you. All right, so Spirit Animal Oracle. There is a lot going on energetically with, I shouldn't say even, it's energetically, but it's also emotionally. But today kind of felt like, even though I feel a little in the gloomy, and that's probably because the weather doesn't help out. It's very dark, as you see already. It's rainy and dreary here. But I felt a shift. And I feel a lot of positive energy coming in. And I know that we did just shift with some of our planets. Venus is already in Scorpio, but I do believe a couple other planets just moved into Scorpio. And Scorpio is that deep sign, as I know all about that, is that deep sign of transformation and rebirth, and really calls for like soul deep, going within and finding truth and wanting to know, and kind of getting to the nitty gritty, if you will. So yeah, I know I really slept late today. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. So it is really kind of calls for truth, illumination, transformation, shape-shifting. It's just powerful time, really is. And it gets a bad rap because it does require us to get raw. It does require us to really get down to the authentic part of us, and sometimes that means masks have to be cast aside. But with Scorpio, usually what you see is what you get. It's pretty real. So it calls for that. But in that process, magic happens, you know? And so I felt a shift today, and I feel like positive energy coming in, at least for me. I feel like abundance and blessings of all forms, even though a lot of emotional stuff is still coming up for us. That is necessary, guys. It's really necessary to deal with that because those emotions are coming from somewhere, from something that needs to be acknowledged, unfinished business. It needs to be resolved and healed so that you can break free and transform, because the only way to transform is to go in, deep in, and face it and overcome. All right, and I know that's not an easy process, and we each do that differently, but let's see what message comes forward, okay? Oh, wow, Cynthia, thanks for pointing that out. I know, then I saw it shift up to 13, which is such my magical number. Hi, Sandra, welcome. You are just in time. I'm about to pull the Oracle message for the week. Okay. Woo. It is a 54, which breaks down to be a number 9 numerically. And the number 9 to me signifies a time of major completion, like overcoming a major cycle or chapter of your life, really kind of coming to the end of something big, like the end of an era, the end of a chapter. But also number 9 to me signifies the achievement of a goal. It's kind of like ding, 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 you did it. You reached the checkpoint, and now you get to level up. Okay, 9 also kind of signifies highs and lows, so an extreme of emotion, so either extreme high or extreme low, but it's a really powerful number of coming to the end of a journey for the birth of a new one. All right, hi Jerry, welcome, hon. So it is Skunk Spirit, and the card is Know Your Worth. Did we talk about this last week? Knowing your worth, and that I think that might have come out. I can't remember. I feel like deja vu. So know your worth. What really does that mean to you? I think that I can definitely relate to this message, because without going into too much crazy detail, because I don't want to keep us here all day, and you guys know how I like to talk about the personal experiences. But I can say that I think what I will share is that a lot of times I have not gone forward with things that I wanted to do, with things that I wanted to maybe achieve. I haven't gone forward with them because of an array of reasons. The biggest reason, the broadest reason I should say, hi Barbara and Antonio, welcome. I did just pull the card, guys. It is Skunk Spirit, and it's all about knowing your worth. You want to catch the replay back too, for those of you just popping in, because there was some pertinent information that came in the beginning. So know your worth. For me, I think I have held myself back at times on my journey from achieving and attaining the goals that I set out for myself, or that I wanted to, because of an array of reasons. But the biggest one, the broadest one, I would say, is fear. Fear held me back. And when you kind of got to break fear open. What is this fear coming from, really? And for me, I felt like it was one, like I wasn't good enough. Other people wouldn't see me as good enough. Another fear was being able to trust. Scorpios. We got an issue with trust. And, that's a work in progress. But I have to say that I have come to a place where I've even surprised myself with the amount of unconditional love and trust that I have for people now. And it does really change the vibration of things, There's a difference between trusting people and going in blindly, and trusting people but having an awareness at the same time of knowing your worth. And that's where I'm getting to. It took a long time for me to have that trust, because I didn't know my worth. So I allowed, oftentimes I got myself burnt in the process. And so that put me at a little bit of an arm's length when I wanted to go forward, either working with people or doing something different, because I didn't want to put myself out there, because I was essentially not even respecting my own worth. So I held myself at bay because I fell into the category of fear and mistrust, if that makes sense. I hope I'm explaining this right. So as I began to grow and evolve within myself and overcome some of those fears, I began to give people back that trust, because I now knew my worth, And when I knew my worth, I knew that there was nothing that they could do, because the moment that anything smelled a little funny, I would be able to speak up for myself right then and there before things got out of hand, if that makes sense to everybody. So I went in fully aware at this time of my worth. And then other situations where, I stopped myself from doing things because I believed in me, but I didn't believe others would believe in me. And so I held myself back. And I didn't put myself out there a lot in the beginning, because I was afraid that no one would believe me, no one would respect what I had to say or do. So why bother? Because I just didn't want to deal with the rejection, maybe. So I kept myself from stepping into my power. I kept myself from evolving and growing. So this is what I'm trying to relate to you. If you do not know your worth, you will always allow yourself to remain in the shadows of what you could be. You will always allow yourself to remain small. Also, if you don't know your worth, you are essentially giving over the keys and the free reign of your vehicle to other people. So this message that's coming forward is about really going into this thing with your eyes wide open, not about other people, and this is really coming forward for me this week, not about whether or not you could trust other people's intentions, because there is really no guarantees. You just have to blindly trust, I guess. But that's the thing. It's not really blindly, because it is about having your eyes wide open about you and your worth and your capabilities and your potential and your boundaries, more importantly. Your boundaries are a big part of that. So if you know your, what your boundaries look like and what you will not allow to happen going into this thing, even if someone is untrustworthy, it really can't knock you down. It really can't hurt you in that way, because you're going into this thing with your eyes wide open about you and about what you will allow, what you will accept. You see what I'm saying? So the moment something does come up, you can then evaluate it right then and there. So it is really about, Jerry, you just took the words out of my mouth, going within to find that inner strength and fire, and knowing what you are capable of and believing in that. So this is about completing the old, wrapping up the old, releasing that which served, because you know your worth, because you know that it doesn't serve you anymore, that you now have the power and the strength because you have learned from experience, because you have learned and grown from all of this, that you now know, I don't need to rely on this anymore. I don't need to use fear as a crutch anymore. I don't need to allow this situations to occur anymore, because I know my worth and I know my capabilities. And so I'm going to leave this stuff behind and go forward with that in mind. Okay, I hope, does that make sense to everybody? Am I explaining this good for you? Because I'm trying to put it into the best possible terms I can to help you understand. But I do keep getting drawn to the skunk spirit. And you know, the thing about the skunk is they're such beautiful little creatures, and they kind of get a bad reputation because everybody is afraid of them right away. You know, everybody's afraid. But it's about using your other senses, you know, and I feel like the other situations, whatever it might be in your life, whether it's people trusting, whether it's situations trusting, taking those blind leaps of faith, it's about using your other senses, your spidey senses. With the sense of, I keep getting drawn to the sense of smell because of the skunk having that smell. But it's like the skunk only reacts that way when it's afraid. You know, it only releases that skunk smell and sprays when it is in a defense mode. So how about not releasing those skunky sprays in defense mode and just allowing yourself to take in some of the other senses that people have to offer, or even that you have to offer, by trusting in yourself, trusting and believing in yourself, and moving forward knowing your worth. So no matter what it is for you this week, however this message resonates with you this week, the major important message to take away from this is know your worth. Go forward with your eyes wide open, not about somebody else's intentions, but about yours. And about when you are in, it's almost like I tell people, like when you are in a sense of peace and love and knowing, fear can't affect you. You know, if you engage in the fear, then that's exactly what you're going to create and fall into. But when you have that sense of just, I am protected, or I am in divine love, and I have love. Love is the only thing that overcomes fear or can conquer fear. So it's just about knowing and believing and trusting in it. Okay? I hope that makes sense to everybody. Bridget says, I had a pet skunk named Flowers as a little kid. My dad found it as a baby and he had it descented. Let's see if it'll let me see the rest of your comment, Bridget. It will not. Every time I click see more, it's giving me different not nice options. But I will read the rest of that then. But that's sweet. That is so sweet that they, I didn't know that you could have them descented and even keep them as pets. Ferrets, I knew that because I had ferrets. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Liz. Yes, so, hi, Ram. I didn't see you there, but you are very welcome. Oh, okay. Thanks, Bridget. Yeah, sometimes it's Facebook, I do my best to not get frustrated with it. But knowing your worth is really important, and we have 9 viewers, so there you go again. There's that number 9 that's with us this week. So it is time to wrap up. And even not just moving forward in a sense of leaping ahead to do things differently, or taking on new things. Those old emotional cycles that are still coming up, or patterns that you are still being shown that are you're still engaging in, whether you're choosing to or not, they just keep coming up. You don't have to engage in them anymore because you do know your worth. You see, knowing that you don't have to enter into these cycles anymore. You can choose to break free of these cycles and know that you deserve more, that there is more out there for you the moment you let go of the old so you can make room for the new. And know that you are worthy and you do deserve the new and happiness. Okay? All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in with me. Like I said, I won't be doing mudra tonight, but I will try to post a picture of it either, if not late tonight, tomorrow at some point for you all, so that we have the mudra that goes hand in hand with this message. Thank you all for tuning in and for being here with me. I love and appreciate all of you, and definitely appreciate all of the support. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.